Okay, I think we're live. You know what's good about here, Lake Havasu? Look at where we're at. We're here. We got a person with the machine practicing over there. We got Cheryl with her machine practicing over here. I'm drilling here. So we're getting our drilling in, you know? That makes great players. All right, so let's do some practice. I got my bucket Sparta because yesterday we really didn't even get a game in until at least 7:15. Right now it's probably 6:10, 10 after 6. I also did a really fun interview with Mike on Sleeves Senior Pickleball Report. Sleeves apostrophe S. So Sleeves Senior Pickleball Report. Go look that up. He's going to do a lot of coverage of the National Pickleball League and people. He focuses on the 50-plus community. So check his channel out, go subscribe to it, hit his like button, hit his bell notification. And then I have my interview coming out maybe this Wednesday coming up, like in a week. We did it over a Zoom call, and then I think he edits it and then puts it out once a week, I think. So check that out, and let's get started. So I'm still working on drives. I'll probably be working on drives for years. Also, what I like about Sleeves Senior Pickleball Report is he watches my channel. So that's good. He says he learns a lot. And he watches these things. So, hey, Mike, good to see you. All right. My drive's getting better, but I need it to be as consistent as my drop. Also got my new pickleball shoes on, FitVille Shoes. Link in the description. You can save 30%. So you can buy a pair of Asics, which I also own, that cost $150 to $200. Or you could buy 2 pairs of these with my discount for basically under $100. And they're actually more comfortable than the Asics. They're more comfortable than Asics. All right. Yeah, so link in the description. Also, I'm doing a fundraiser for myself to help with the Champions Tour. Because just like when I played golf, there's no guarantee of money. You travel to a tournament, and I didn't play PGA Tour tournaments. I was a Southwest region tournament, so that's PGA of America. I was a pro for PGA of America, and then there's the PGA Tour, which is two separate things. But you weren't guaranteed to make any money. If you didn't finish in the top 10, all your travel expenses, it's just all expense. So it's just like this National Pickleball League, ooh, I don't like the miss, Champions Tour. There's no guaranteed money. So it's all expense. So this first season, I'm asking for to help with it and be a part of Team Coach David. So whatever amount you can help with, I'd appreciate it. Think about $50. That gets me a tank of gas. So that gets me about 300 miles closer to the next chicken and pickle I'm going to. Hey, good morning. So if I overhit this and hit it incorrectly, it goes out the back. Okay, so a link in the description, or go to givesendgo.com/Coach David. Givesendgo.com/Coach David. I'm already getting donations. And then, I mean, if you've been watching my videos and you've gotten anything out of them, just consider like, I helped you out, you're gonna help me out. I've never asked for money before, so, but now I need a little bit of help, and I appreciate it. So when I hit the X balls, because in this bucket, I have Franklin X's, I have all sorts of balls. Duras, that's probably like 5 years old Dura right there. That should probably go in a museum that it hasn't cracked, right? Just kidding. But yeah, I need it full of Oso balls because Oso Pickleball is the ball sponsor of the National Pickleball League. So we'll be using Osos. So if Oso wants to send me 300 Oso balls, then I'll plug them. I'm gonna plug them anyway. So if you go to Oso Pickleball, I think it's osopickleball.com probably, OSO, and use the code NPL, like National Pickleball League 10, I'm pretty sure you get 10% off. I'll have to recheck that and put it, but yeah, Oso Pickleball. Ball sponsor of the National Pickleball League. So eventually, and hopefully by next season, they're gonna pay the players. But I mean, this is brand new. They're taking their risks. They're spending their money. So, in turn, we're doing also have a team fundraiser in Oklahoma City at the Chicken and Pickle in Oklahoma City. On May 31st. I think you can still sign up for that at eventbrite.com and look up OKC Pickleball. OKC Punishers. Got pickleball in the brain, obviously. Eventbrite.com and just do a search for OKC Punishers. And you'll see those balls don't go anywhere, these Franklins, man. Usually when I play with Franklin in a tournament, I just don't even drive. I hardly drive at all. I'd rather just drop it because you can't get it through anybody, especially at the 5.0 pro level. So you might as well just drop it. So maybe I should do that just to change things up. Whenever I grab a Franklin, you can usually just feel it by the touch, like, yeah, that's an X. So that one I'm just gonna drop. That's a Franklin. That might be. Okay. So I think I've covered it. That's a straight Franklin. I felt it. Franklin. So I'm kind of adding in that little thing there as I can do more inside outs. Instead of just the straight drive, I can change this paddle angle or roll it to get a different look. It does different things, you know. But I still want to just try to go down the middle, and I say that all the time, and I still don't do it. My brain wants to hit at the person, because I know at least if they hit it or it touches them, it's a good shot. It doesn't go out the back. So that's why I still aim at people, not to hurt them, but to either they block and I get a reset, right? Or I get another put away, a shake and bake, or they miss. But I'd rather just go down the middle and have the ball go in play. I just shouldn't, I tend to overhit, where I could just do just like little power, like power drops, you know, kind of mini drives maybe. So I keep changing my grip a little. I got to get more consistent. So my new grip, so this is Coach David's control grip, right? I have my holster, I put it in my holster. Now, and then I can sit upright like this, which I like. But what I'm noticing, if I let this fall now, I let it fall, I still have Coach David's control grip, and it's just kind of hooks on this middle finger here. It's super loose. My hands are actually low. It makes it super easy to dink. Now, and block. I'm super fast with it. Super fast with dinks and blocks. And well, I'm super fast with forehands too. But the difference is my block over here has to be the chicken wing block, which actually is working really well. It's working better than trying to move and catch into this block. I can just do it faster and I can catch it earlier, and people are surprised because it goes past them. So I have this chicken wing block, my paddles ready. That's why I never told people paddle up. I don't like paddle up, I like paddle ready, because people have different ready positions. I mean, look at the Johnsons, right? Or whatever his name is, Johnson. His paddle's like this, but he's so fast with it. What I learned at baseball, in high school I was all conference shortstop, and then when I went into college, then I turned into a pitcher and then played semi-pro. It's easier to come up than it is to go down. So that's why when I was a shortstop, I always had my glove low and ready, glove low, because it's easier to come up to catch the ball than to go down. So that's the same philosophy. If my paddle's here, I can easily come up. Another thing it helps me do is if I'm here, I keep hitting out balls, right? My hands are up, they can easily go above my shoulders, so I'm hitting out balls. If it's here, it's harder to come all the way up to catch a ball up chest high. So there, you just let it go, right? So it's something you might want to try. Paddle ready, but kind of low, and not cocked up low, but the head down low. I don't know why that is, actually, but for me, it helps me just really dig out dinks. It's just, I'm loving it so much. I feel like I even went up another level. So give that a try. Watch the Wreckball videos I've been posting, just the games, because I'm playing against people probably your level, you know, more 3.5s, 4.0s. Those are people I'm playing against, and it works really well. Now, the issue is, will it work at the pro level? I've not played against pros with it, but I'm thinking with my experience, my pro experience, that it is going to work. It's going to work better. I do like that I can go to different spots, because if you see somebody just crash in middle, and I can put it out like a very high percentage of the time, very consistently. Because yes, I'm going to develop a pattern where they're like, hey, he always drives middle, and then I'll show middle and take it out the side. But it's only when I know their pattern where they always crash middle. Okay. So I've kind of made a commitment where, well, maybe I haven't committed, but I do like my backhand drive, but my footwork isn't great. So when it comes at me fast, I really don't have confidence in it. So if I could just develop one really good drive, forehand drive, because back here, this is a forehand game back here. I want to hit all forehands as much as I can. If I have to run around it, so be it. This is a forehand game back here. As I move up, this is kind of a backhand reset game or an attack game. As I move to the kitchen line, this is a backhand game up here. It should be a backhand game. Shorter lever, faster, I can cover huge areas just with my backhand, or forehand I cannot, right? So I would have to create holes to run around my forehand up at the kitchen. I don't want to do that. So forehand game here, forehand backhand game here. I go mainly backhand, and then up here it's pretty much all backhand. The only time I would hit forehands is very specific times. And then I usually use it as, if somebody hits my forehand, I kind of, it gives me an attack. So I'm pretty comfortable driving from this side. This side, not quite as comfortable. I think I either need to go down that line or right to the backhand of that player there, which I would call my 2 spot. My Pickleball Made Easy system, which I have not filmed. I have numbers 1 through 4. So it's easy for me and my partner to tell each other where we're hitting. I'm hitting at the 1, I'm hitting at the 2, I'm hitting at the 3, I'm hitting at the 4. So lately I'm practicing all my returns to go to the 2, right there. So that's the 2. I want all my returns to go to the 2. Or the 2-3, which we call Jordan, like number 23, Michael Jordan. So if I tell my partner, hey, I'm going Jordan, they know I'm returning middle, right? So I'm going Jordan, right middle, and they know middle. So it kind of cuts down on the angles that other team can hit. I can hit pretty deep on it. And since it's in between a backhand and a forehand, sometimes that forehand player wants to come over and take it. And sometimes the backhand player is waiting on the forehand player to take it. So it causes confusion, especially against new teams who haven't played together before. They don't know who takes middle. So Jordan, there we go. Jordan lane, like the basketball lane. Going down Jordan lane here. Okay. I talked about everything I want to talk about today. Let's see. How much time are we doing? 20 minutes. Let me do some drops to the 2. I kind of want to do it this way. Actually, I like my backhand. Yeah. So my backhand, if I hit a backhand, I'm trying to hit a drop no matter what. I can add power, but having this grip, I just kind of roll it up. Now I do have my safety drop, right? Where I create my magic angle, move the paddle through space. But this one, I feel I can control it off my backhand to go to this 2 spot, which is what? Somebody's backhand, right? So try to go for the backhands until they prove that they're better at their backhand than their forehand. So with me, I'm so paranoid to miss. I try to play air-free pickleball. Learned that from Helly Spar. Air-free pickleball. So I really try to make everything over. I consciously try to make the ball go over the net and in play. I mean, I actually think about it. Some people don't. They're like, oh yeah, don't miss, but they aren't thinking about not missing. Where I'm thinking the whole time, okay, what do I have to do to make this shot? And that's why my safety drop is usually very high, right? Because I don't flirt with that net. And as long as I close distance and my partner stays home and closes the gap, it's a perfect shot. Where it goes bad is if I'm going to hit my number 4 spot and this person outraces me, it creates this gap. And I'm finding that difficult sometimes, even though they know exactly where I'm dropping pretty much every time. And I don't care if my opponent does, because they still have to make the shot. And it's a difficult shot for them. But when this person outraces me, and I tell them, hey, you got to wait for me, you know. I got to get out in front. And they have to come up. This gap here, we give that away. I just really think I can do cool things with this grip. And when I say grip, how I hold the paddle. I rarely drop over there. It's just a disaster when it goes bad. Okay. I think we'll probably stop the live stream and then probably restart. Man, that thing flying. If I don't lick it, I gotta lick it. Uh-oh. Going crazy. There we go. Okay. So I still probably have 100 balls in here. Thanks for watching. Coach David, if you can help me out, I'd appreciate it. Go to givesendgo.com/Coach David. And there's a link in the description. You can just click on it. It'll take you there. Super easy. I would really appreciate it. Thanks a lot. If I've given you guys any value, just consider helping me out. Be a part of Team Coach David. Thank you. Hit the like button. Hit subscribe. Boop.